A White Girl's Guide to International Terrorism, coming up. Hey guys, welcome back to Book Your Imagination. My name is Anne. Tonight's a pretty exciting night for me because it is the opening night of A White Girl's Guide to International Terrorism. So the reason it's a big night for me is because I'm an associate producer on this play. What does an associate producer do, you might ask? We put our money where our mouth is. I made a financial contribution to help make this production happen. Part of being an associate producer also means I was invited to the initial table read of the script, as well as the initial dress rehearsal. Our input is definitely appreciated. I unfortunately was too busy to attend any of the events, so this is going to be the first night that I see it. The only thing I know about the play is that it was commissioned by San Francisco Playhouse. This is a relatively new playwright, so it's in their Sandbox series, which only does world premieres for new and emerging playwrights, and it examines why white girls leave the United States or leave Britain or wherever their country is and go to join terrorist organizations like ISIS. I don't know if it is a serious play, I don't know if it's a comedy, but I'm pretty excited to see it. It's a really interesting concept, and I'm pretty excited to have been part of, making this happen. So let's head over to the theater. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but that is the top of the Salesforce Tower, and they have these images doing some type of acrobat or dancing. That's pretty cool. They've blocked my entrance. I need to find another way in. This looks like it might be the way up. Let's check it out. I found it, but I got here an hour early because the email said they have hors d'oeuvres and wine if you get here an hour before showtime, but that's only for the main stage. So I'm gonna go grab something to eat and then I'll head back over to the theater. And it's raining now, so fun night. This is all under construction, but this walkway is super nice. Much better than the one that used to be here. There is a convention in town. They usually block off this street and build some type of pavilion for the convention, so that's what they're doing here. Here's the other side of the pavilion. People are working. But check that out. That walkway is new. I love those lights. I had a salad. I'm done. I forgot to film it because I was so hungry. I just started eating it. So now I'm headed back over to the theater, and I hope I'm not going to be late. Stop here and tell you a quick story. Do you see those feet? Those feet belong to the reviewer for the San Francisco Chronicle and her friend. She was sitting in my seat. Now, I know who she was because I've seen her speak before, but we've never met, so she doesn't know me. So I'm like, excuse me, I think you're sitting in my seat. And she goes, no, I don't think so. So I held up my ticket. I'm like, see, this is my seat. And she said, well, let me get out my tickets. So she pulled out her printed tickets, and they were still my seat, but they had been given to her. So since I'm an associate producer on this play, I want the review to be good and I want her whole experience to be good. I'm like, oh yeah, well, no worry, I'll just go back out to the box office and get it straightened out. So I turn around and leave. I find the box office manager and I'm like, the reviewer for the San Francisco Chronicle is sitting in my seat. And she's like, oh yeah, I switched your seat. I didn't think you'd mind. Well, I totally don't mind, but I would like to have known that my seat had been switched. So let's keep going. So the play is over, the after party is going on, and I have to think about this before I talk about it. My initial impression is that I really loved it. It had this amazing twist at the end. This is the story of Blaze, who's 17. She's going to turn 18 in a few weeks, and she's getting ready to graduate from high school. She lives with her mother in a trailer park in this small, dead-end town in Louisiana, where the only things to do for fun are get drunk or do drugs. She isn't going to go to college. Not that she doesn't want to, but she didn't get a scholarship. Her mother can't afford it. She's not eligible for student loans, so she simply can't go. Her best friend, a boy she grew up with and who she is in love with, got a scholarship to Ole Miss, so he's going to be leaving in the fall. Her other best friend, a girl who lives in the same trailer park, is planning to marry her boyfriend and start a family. Because she's turning 18, Blaze's father, who's not in the picture, is going to stop paying child support, and Blaze's mother can't afford to keep Blaze living with her in the trailer park, so she tells Blaze she's going to have to get a full-time job and move out by the end of the summer. Blaze has been working part-time at the Dairy Freeze for the last couple of years, but they are not going to hire her full-time because they don't want to pay benefits. And it's the Dairy Freeze. It's not like it's an important job. Blaze is so frustrated. She wants to do something important with her life. She wants her life to have meaning, but she feels like she's stymied at every single turn. Blaze has a YouTube channel where she recreates the lives of famous female saints who were martyrs and who made a difference in the world. And she also laments her own experience with what's going on. And this is how she gets contacted. Someone comments on her video and says, I know what you're going through. I grew up in Michigan and I went through the same thing you did, but now I live in paradise. I'm married to the man of my dreams. My community loves me and my life makes a difference. Blaze is receptive to this. This woman is telling her everything she wants to hear and what she wants to accomplish in life for her life to make a difference. So she begins a communication with this woman. Now, in between these scenes, we see a well-dressed, in a suit, Middle Eastern gentleman who is with the FBI, and he is discussing the methods that ISIS uses to recruit young women, and he talks about what the FBI does to counteract this. We realize through this discussion that he is addressing a jury, but we don't have any context for this. We don't know what the case is. Is this related to Blaze? Is it something else? So we have this counterbalance between Blaze and her passion and wanting to make a difference in the world, and the FBI agent talking about the facts of ISIS and the recruitment, and we go back and forth between the two. So that works really well, and then there was a stunning twist at the end of the play. The production was really good. Blaze does her YouTube videos in front of a green screen, so we see her on the stage in front of the green screen, but then we also see her projected on a large screen behind her, and the green screen is replaced by whatever scenery is needed for the saint that she's trying to recreate. The acting was really good. Isabel Langen, who played Blaze, did an excellent job portraying the teen angst, the conflicting feelings she has about her situation, and her growth throughout the play. And she also did a number of different accents based on the saints that she was portraying on her YouTube channel. New productions and world premieres like this are kind of a fragile thing. You never know what's going to happen with them next. It could be that this is the play's only production ever, or it could be that other theaters become interested in it. It did get really good reviews here in San Francisco, and it's a very timely topic, but when theaters are planning their schedules, they're planning at least a year in advance. Is this going to be a timely topic a year from now? And even if it is it going to be interesting to a local theater's audience? Hard to say, but I really hope it does. As always, this is #JMO, just my opinion. If you like what you see in here, please consider subscribing to my channel, give it a thumbs up, and leave me a comment below. Thank you for watching.